All right, welcome to day 5 of the Mindset Magic Healing Frequency Experience. I am Dr. Lachelle Weemy, and I am so excited to talk to you today about a very, very important piece of this technology that is going to change your mindset for life. Like it's going to rewire your neural pathways. So exciting. So, we're going to go ahead and get into a little bit of the science behind this first. Remember that our thoughts are energy, right? So our electrons are moving around in circles, and every single thought that we have is literally sending in this electricity through our neural pathways, okay? Now, you also might remember me telling you about Dr. Emoto's water experiment a couple of days ago. Remember that positive, kind words led to beautiful configurations in the water molecules, whereas evil or toxic or negative words actually made the molecules very disfigured and not beautiful at all. And I want to just ask you right now, how is your mindset? How is the talk in between your ears? If you are constantly engaging in negative self-talk, trash talk, stinking thinking, you are likely experiencing this disfiguration of the molecules inside of your body, because you might recall that our body is actually mostly made up of water. In fact, 83% of our brain is made up of water. So I want to just remind you that if we want to have really healthy bodies, if we want to have really healthy outlooks and minds, it is possible because God created us to have neuroplasticity. We can actually change and rewire our brains. And a way that we can do it is through affirmations. Now, many of you have probably tried affirmations in the past. And I got to just tell you that, standing in front of the mirror and saying that you are worthy and that you are loved does work. It takes a lot of repetition. It takes a lot of positive emotion, and it is possible, but it can take a really, really long time. And I'm going to tell you that we have figured out inside of this technology ways to rewire your brain really, really fast. And the way that that works is that it allows our brain to get into the theta brainwave to be able to accept the affirmation, and then it converts it to the alpha where it can stick long term. And so what happens is oftentimes when we say, I am loved, I am worthy, right? We might think that's bull, right? Like, or I am a millionaire. It's like, that's not true. And so our brain, our conscious barrier is kind of like the BS monitor, right? And it's like, not that isn't true. I don't accept that. That's not real. Okay. And so it's almost like this little, like, it kind of flicks it off. And it takes a lot of repetition and a lot of positive emotion for it to finally sink into the subconscious. But when that affirmation is able to get into your brain while you're in theta, it bypasses that conscious subconscious barrier, and it actually can get into the subconscious readily and easily. Now, the fascinating thing about our brain is that the conscious thought, which is active about 5 to 10% of the time, can in fact accept or reject a concept. It can say, yep, I believe that. Nope, I don't believe that. But our subconscious can only accept. So it's really important that we choose the right things to go into our subconscious. Now, you've probably noticed that your negative self-talk is like this broken record that's going on in the background because our subconscious is set on autopilot. And we have that same loop going on over and over and over again. So I want you to use affirmations to be able to rewire that track so that what's on repeat is actually what you say you want it on repeat instead of what's just showing up because it's been there on repeat over and over and over for years. Now, the MindSync feature inside of AO allows us to get into theta so that we can bypass that barrier and actually get those subconscious affirmations to be accepted and running in the background. When you think differently, you feel differently, you act differently, your results are different. Do you get where I'm going with this? This has been a theme. And so affirmations are so powerful when you can bypass all of that BS block. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how this works. Alrighty, so with MindSync, we are going to get back to the main menu, and it's going to be at the very, very bottom. And this is what the screen looks like. Okay. So MindSync has a couple of different ways that you can do this. I'm going to tell you that I personally love to do custom affirmations because I work with clients that help them to discover where their blocks are. And then I take that block, we re-examine and declare what a new truth is, and then we use those as our affirmations. So if you do something like that, like that's a really great way to do it. Or you can just tell yourself what you want to know. But there's also a way you can cheat. So there is a way that you can either choose custom right here at the top, or you can choose from something that you're like, oh yeah, like health, prosperity, memory, morning, evening, doesn't matter, confidence. You can even scan it, and your biofield will tell you exactly what you need for an affirmation. So that's always really cool. You also can personalize this down here later on. So this is what we're going to first decide on. What kind of affirmations do we want? So let's just say that I'm deciding that I'm going to do this memory one. If I click this, it will start to give me a script. And then all I need to do is just start talking, just like now. It's going to give me, a couple of minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and stop if I get done early. Do you see how it recorded about 7 seconds? All right. Let's just say that I want to do custom. You can choose between 60 or 120 seconds. I'm just going to go ahead and choose 60. I'll even do this for things like my vision, like what I envision, or what my, staple pillar goals are for the year. Like you can do all kinds of things with this because it allows it to be accepted in your subconscious. All right. So custom, I might say, I am loved. I am worthy. I am enough. I am excited for everything that's to come. I love helping people and seeing massive change in their life. Okay, there, it's 10 seconds. Now, what I'm going to do with that 10 seconds is I am going to decide, do I want music? So I can pick music here. Right now it's set at a brook. I like, let's just say, I don't know, effervescent. So let's just try that. I'm going to hit play. I am loved. I am worthy. I am enough. I am excited for everything that's to come. I love helping people and seeing. I can change whether the music is loud or if it's soft. Remember, we learned inner voice a couple of days ago. So I can even insert what my specific inner voice is right into this as well. I am loved. I am worthy. I am enough. I am excited for everything that's to come. I love helping people. And okay, now, once you pick what kind of background music you want, you're going to play this. Okay. Now, this is where it gets, this is the important part right here, right now. Okay. When you play this back to yourself, I would suggest, and I'm going to even show you here. So it's telling you to go ahead and you're going to record it. There's calming music. We just talked about that. Once you've recorded it, you can go to the play button and add the offset. So what you're going to do is we're going to play this and I'm going to listen. And I'm going to pick up the subtle thing where it's going to make it sound like my right and my left ear are just a little bit off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen starting at high, and I'm going to play this back and I'm going to pick the one where I feel like the sound is actually meeting me right in the center of my head. What that's doing is taking the offset hertz and it's putting in the combination just right so that my brain actually connects the sound together. That's how it gets in a theta. So I'm just going to play it. Okay. I am loved. I am worthy. I am enough. I am excited for everything that's to come. I'm going to try it in the mid one now. So it's just a little bit less offset. Okay. I am loved. I am worthy. I am enough. I am excited for everything that's to come. I'm going to try it on low. Okay. I am loved. I am worthy. I am enough. I am excited for everything that's to come. I'm going to try it off and hear it. Okay. I am loved. I am worthy. I am enough. I am excited for everything. I'm going to listen to the high one again. Okay. I am loved. I am worthy. I am enough. I am excited for everything that's to come. I love helping. I felt that one was the best. And so if you're struggling, maybe add some headphones because you will be able to feel it in the center of your head. And that's the one that you're going to want to go ahead and send yourself. You can play it if you want to, just do a new affirmation every single time you do this. You totally can do that too. I personally like to repurpose my stuff. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send this to myself. And that way I can open it up. I actually have my affirmations saved in the notes section of my phone, and I play them a lot. So that's how you can do MindSync. It is going to be a game changer for you. And I cannot wait to hear all of the amazing results that you get just from this one feature alone.